Well, good morning, everybody. I am on a drive up from Indianapolis to Detroit, and I've got about another 3 or so hours on this drive. I've got to stop for gas here shortly, but anyway, so I wanted to give an update on a development in our family that happened recently, and I am going to do a more thorough job of documenting this than before, just so people can understand our journey, and just so we can be an advocate for this. But our family has decided to adopt again. Just to give you a little background about our family, we have adopted before. We adopted a little girl from China back in 2016. It was a wonderful experience, and it has honestly made our family a better family. It's made my wife Sonia and I better parents. It's made me a better father. And like I mentioned a second ago, I really wish that I had just documented this experience a little bit better before, just so I could better communicate our experience with adoption, because there are so many kids out there that really deserve a loving home. By no fault of their own, they've been put in these relatively terrible situations. Kids around the world, it just breaks your heart. Just continuing on with our history, the little girl that we adopted, her name's Vivian. We adopted her from China. She was living in an orphanage. She had been abandoned by her birth parents, left on a doorstep, or on a street corner rather. They found her at 4 days old. She went into foster care. At that point, the lady who was giving her foster care, an incredible woman. We still keep in touch with her. Just a wonderful human being. She fell on hard financial times due to another family member of hers who had some medical needs, and so she just simply could not afford to care for Vivian any longer. So at that point, Vivian went into a local orphanage. The foster mother did keep in touch with her over the years and visited her frequently, so that was good. She would say a little prayer, her and her family, for Vivian. She said that she burned incense for Vivian, and just hoping that she could find a forever family. And so that really struck us to hear that. That we had come along, and we did actually get a chance to meet her, and she was just a marvelous person, and we still keep in touch with her to this day, just to give her progress reports and let her know how Vivian is doing. So that was our first journey in a nutshell. Since then, we have had some friends of ours, Wilson and Julie Adams, who adopted 3 siblings from good grief, the guy almost slammed into me. It was not my fault. Sorry. They adopted 3 siblings from Bulgaria. So their daughter is, I think, around 17 years old, and they have 2 sons. Great family, great kids. They've had some challenges, them being an older child adoption. I think we don't know for sure yet, but just from the stories that they've told us and the information that we've gotten, older children typically, and it's understandable that they come with a little more baggage than younger children. Vivian was 3.5 when we adopted her. Excuse me. So, anyway, the Adams have inspired us based on their experience, and also based on this. Eastern Europe has got an epidemic with sex trafficking. There are scumbags in this world who will prey on young teenage girls, will connect with them via social media of some kind. Facebook sounds like mostly. And they will entice these young girls into a wonderful life after they leave the orphanage. They're going to go on and be, movie stars, or have some kind of great life awaiting them after they get out of the orphanage. Of course, this is a lie to entice these girls into the custody of these dirtbags, who then use them in sex trafficking, sell them effectively as sex slaves, to where they will have roughly about 10 years left in their life before they die. Before they are just physically used up and expired. And it's a very, very sad situation that they have made us aware about. Fortunately, there are good people in Eastern Europe who are diligently working with these orphanages to try to get these girls out of that system and into loving homes. So Wilson and Julie have been advocates for the orphanages and the agencies over in Bulgaria, and they have been doing a great job spreading the word and inspiring people to do the same thing that they did a few years ago, and that is adopt these kids into their home. So, in addition to sex trafficking, typically on the girls' side, the boys, on the other hand, have very little hope of any real life. They are oftentimes caught up in the gang scene, and they, are obviously they're used for what skills that they can develop, and probably don't live a life too much past that time that they are snatched up out of the orphanage. So we have decided to adopt again, and we are currently in the process of being matched with a girl. Her name is, her name that's been given to us is Melody. Over the weekend we got, and I'm sorry, I'm driving here, so I'm going to make you dizzy with some whoa, there we go. I gotta fill up my tank. Her name is Melody. She's a sweet girl. We did get some information about her over the weekend, some videos of her being interviewed for adoption eligibility. She has expressed a desire to be adopted, so we hope and pray that she will receive our information, and she will look at us as a family that look at us as a family that would take her into our home and love her the rest of her life, give her an opportunity to live a full and happy life. So that is what we are going to do. The wheels are in motion for that. I'm going to keep these videos under 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop here, but I just wanted to give you an update. So we filled out an application, we've sent in some paperwork, and paid the fee for that, so that's where we are now. So I'll do a better job on updating updating everyone on our journey so it'd be better documented. So, but that's it for now. Thank you, and we'll talk to you later.